There we go. There we go. Fix this. Oh, my tech going. It's so funny. All right. Jackson, you're so cute. Jackson, I think you're gonna have to move, honey. There you go. Move this down just a tad. All right, so I wasn't lying. Can we, if you have a wall handy, we can go upside down. Let's just go upside down a little bit. I'm gonna press this. Yeah, so happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And going upside down really brings first of all, blood to the brain. And what does that do? That anytime we invert, we're elevating our mood. So you could either just hang out in a forward fold, awesome, or this is like the epitome of like waking up on a Monday. Waking up on a Monday. We are going to utilize this wall. So forward fold. If you have a wall handy that you can put your feet up on, great. If not, even a couch. See how the edge of the couch might work too? But yeah, welcome. We are planning 1 hour of yoga. So commit yourself just to self-care. Go inward, breathe, and wake up the body. All right, so 1 foot on the wall. Hopefully you have a wall that you can put a foot on, and the other foot on the wall. Good. So now you're just supporting yourself with your arms, plugging the shoulders in, broadening them, letting the head drop. You can also play with 90-degree angles. So that means maybe my hands come in a little bit more right underneath the shoulders, ribs in, little lift. There you go. So this is intense. So if that doesn't feel right, just move your hands out and just keep your legs nice and high. You see that? And if you need to come out and rest in child's pose. So there's actually 3 levels here. You can hang out in your forward fold. You can hang out in child's pose, which is this. Or you can come back up into legs on the wall. So any of those 3. So let's just play for about 10 breaths. See if you can intuit what your body needs. And I just want to reiterate, you are responsible. Just anytime there's a sharp pain, get out. Anytime there's a little bit of wobbling or shaking and you feel like you're going to buckle, you got to come out. This is a gradual process where you're just gaining your strength. So that first step would be just keep your legs off, hands away from the wall and your feet supporting you. Next, you maybe go walk your hands in a little bit. Get your shoulders right over the wrist and hold. That's 3. 4. Smiling. I gotta love it. Last one. Wow. wow. Good. Come on out. Wherever you are, if you're in your forward fold, come into child's pose. If you're off the wall, come into child's pose. How cool is that? It wakes you up so quickly. And it makes you happy. It makes you happy. Deep sigh. Inhale. Let it out. Exhale. Beautiful. Doing that again. Inhale, nose. Soft back, soft, long exhale. Really good. All right, so adding on to this child's pose, option to bring your blocks. If you have blocks handy, you can bring them right in front of you, one for each arm. If not, just use your elbows right on the mat. But I'm going to plant my elbows on blocks and then drop my forehead down. Shooting the hips back. Trying to surrender into the low back. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale, nose. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last breath. You can let it out through the mouth. Exhale. Good. Gently come up with the hips. Bring the knees right underneath the hips. Set your blocks aside if you have blocks. And then spread the fingers wide right for tabletop. Good. Rounding into the back, chin into the chest, push down into the hands. Kitty cat. Woo! Any yawning, any sounds. Really explore what your back wants. And then the opposite direction. Let the navel drop down. The sit bones shoot back. The heart reach forward. I'm spreading my chest wide as I look up. And then counter stretch. Exhale. Make this your own rhythm. I tend to go really slow. Savoring, enjoying, feeling that experience. Going right into the body. Pulsing sometimes is amazing into the length of the spine. This is how we find the inner sensations, you know. You can even rotate to the side, C-curve. Find some different movements, possibly. Yeah, so a little bit of up and down motion with the spine. And then a little bit of that side bending, shoulder to hip. And then shoulder to hip. So each side. Good. And each breath. Yeah, it's fun. It keeps the mind engaged also, you know. Gives it some choreography, some variation. Oops. Yeah, really good. Woo. Waking up the body. Last little bit. Nice. Lay down. Tuck the toes under, press into the hands. Good boy. And then set your hips high. First down dog. In fact, we'll play with down dog right here, and hopefully you have that wall accessible. We're going to walk our feet up after a few breaths, and then lean our hands into a wall. Don't worry if you don't have a wall. I'll tell you what other posture would work without a wall. But just hang out in this down dog movement, pedaling out the heels, shaking out the head. Good. And then walk the feet up. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to pull back in. Let's do that a couple times. Open up the chest. Halfway lift. And great exercise. If you do have a block handy, note you can put that block in between the calves. And as you pull your inner shin bones together, it lights up the legs. One more like that. Or just imagine that you have that block right there. Good. Take that block out, bend the knees, round the back, roll yourself up, push into the feet. Good. Once you're up, give it a little walkabout. And then as promised, arms, hands pressing into a wall. Or even if you have a counter or a ledge, you can use your hands on the ledge. But fortunately, I have a wall right here. I'm just going to push right into the wall. Okay, I'm going to switch this up a little bit. So push your hands right into the wall. And let's see, I'm going to pin my video. There we go, good. Yeah. All right. So you're just pushing hands into the wall. Shoot your hips back. Ribs stay in. Pushing to the middle of the back. And you have all this length. Even the crown of the head reaches forward. Again, if you do not have a wall, you can also just extend forward. Check it out. That works too. I'm just wanting a little bit of support today. Ribs in, hips back. Strong legs. Drop into the head, reaching towards the wall or just away from you. Hips shoot back. Really nice. Good. And then bring the toes together. Yeah, just lean. Make sure now definitely you might want to lean on something. Okay? We're into warrior 3. Right leg comes back. Extend the torso. Good. Oh yeah. That left leg is lighting up. Good. Gently release. And then just switch sides. Take that left leg and bring that left leg back. Keep your hip dropping. That left hip's dropping nice and square. Lengthen through the back of the ball of the foot, the back leg. Wow. So it's that left glute working. Just see if you can stay present with your breath. Excellent. Left leg comes down. Walk your hands away from the wall. Good. And just shake out the wrists. Nice. Really good, you guys. Give your wrists a little bit of compression, just right and left. That's it. Right and left. And then we'll massage our hands. We'll massage. Bringing one arm straight out. And then push back with the palm to start just massaging right at the knuckle and bring it all the way down to the tip of the finger. Why are we massaging our hand? It's one of the most prevalent places for that vagus nerve, for your nerve endings that will facilitate your parasympathetic nervous system to relax. Okay, so you're just moving through all of those fingers. Good. Great. Wow. As you pull your hand back, you flex and make sure the shoulders aren't up towards the ears. You're just letting them drop down. It's okay to close your eyes, soften the jaw and the face, just letting that go. Even if you were sitting at a desk, you could do this seated. Take a pause in the middle of the day, from your computer and stretch out your hand. Such a great exercise. Such a great exercise. Okay, and then when you get to your thumb, you're putting your thumb right into the back of your other thumb, and then you give that a pull. Good. Keeping the breath. You can already feel that relaxation response happening. It's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to immediately relax your body. And the more you do stuff like this, the faster that response, mechanism. Your body goes, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do now. I'm supposed to relax. All right, so let's do the other side. Good. Yep. So we're just massaging our hand. You could do this anywhere, anytime. It's very effective. You're stressed out, anxious. Gosh, all you need to do, you guys, is just give yourself a little love and self-care. So we're starting from the top, rolling it all the way down to the tip of the finger. Don't forget to breathe. Next finger. Yeah, it does take a little bit of time. I promise we will start moving through our flow. Just have 3 more fingers. 3 more fingers. You got this. You're in the right place, doing the right thing. Breathe. In through the nose. Out through the nose. So now I'm at the thumb again. So I'm pulling with these 2 fingers and then thumb right into that base of the opposite thumb. And I just like to move, maybe there's this pulsing right and left too as you're standing. All right, we did it. We totally did it. Good, shake it out. Shake out the arms. Now you definitely need to stand if you're seated. All right, take the right arm underneath the left. So that right arm's wrapping up. So again, if the hands aren't coming together into eagle arms, just grab the shoulders. You can just grab the shoulders. That works too. But if you're in eagle arms or grabbing the shoulders, give it a circle. Circle up and circle down. And you're in control, so you can hang out in this small little circle, or you can go big and low, high. Yeah, today's the day I want to go big. All the way up and all the way down. You can even sway at the bottom. When you're ready, switch sides. Switch directions. Make it yours. Use your legs if you go deep. Nice. All right, so now that you're at the top, crisscross your arms so you have this nice X, and then palms come towards each other. Pull them back. You have this beautiful length through each side. Take an inhale, and then C-curve over to one side. Give that a stretch and a pull. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Really good. Can't stop yawning. It's cool. I like it. It means you're just getting more and more comfortable in your own skin. Back to that right side. Good. Come back to center. And then to the other side. Really good. All right. Back up. Shake it out. Promise flow right after this. Just opening the shoulders. Left arm underneath the right. Wrap that up. Give it a circle. Come on up and down. It's like this wake up noon time. Get you ready for the rest of the afternoon. If you want big, go all the way down. Can you hear my breath? Make sure you go the other direction too. Roll yourself up. Good. Nice. Crisscross the arms so we have that same side bending, but now you have the other arm in front. You're going to put your head through. Set your feet right underneath your hips. Give it a nice tall lift, but a heavy sacral bone. That means that this bone right here just feel like it has an anchor coming down. And then C-curve to the right. Back to center and to the left. Good. Inhale to center. One more time. Stretch. Yeah, so good. And on the other side. Nice. Come back up. Release your arms and we'll forward fold with the shoulders. Interlace the fingers right behind you. Take a breath. Exhale. Forward fold. All the way over. Any movements that feel good to you? A little bit of pulsing on that right foot, that left foot. Arms extend up and over. Navel up. Hip creases high. Good. Let the hands come to the low back. Pound it out. Awesome. Take the feet a little closer together. Use your halfway lift to come on out. And then through our flow, go ahead and plant the hands. Step back for high plank. Low push-up. Exhale. Knees could come down. Know that your knees can support you, especially on the first couple of chaturangas. Exhale. Drop the toes. Maybe it's low cobra or full up dog. Good. Yes. And then up and back. Down dog. Really good. Shake out the head. Push into the shoulders. Tippy toes. Tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale. Turn the heels to the right. Egyptian down dog. Let the head just drop. Yeah, that audible breath. Inhale back to tippy toes. Sit bones high. Other side, heels to that left side. Let the head drop. Awesome. Come back to center, tippy toes. Slight bent knees, hips high, shoulders pressing back towards the thighs, and then drop down the heels, straighten out the legs. Hold for 5. Spread the shoulders wide, sink the hollow out the armpits so that you're pushing your shoulder blades up and back and broad. Index finger connected in inner lines of the hands. So funny, talking and breathing at the same time. Have to coordinate the breath in between. Last breath. Good. Pause, take a break. Knees wide. Let your hips drop all the way back and walk the fingers forward. Take the hands and walk them to the right side. Let the left hand come onto the right, and you're just whole rib cage, left side. If you want a little bit more, which I think I do, kind of body's telling me, maybe yours too, just a little turn. Plant your hands in namaste and give your right shoulder a lift as it turns. You can even look down, doesn't have to look up. Okay, release that top hand, use it for support. Walk the hands back towards the front of the mat. Forehead drops, and then to the other side. Right hand on top of the left. Let the head come through. And then that right elbow in front of the left knee, palms together, turn into that left side. You can look down. Feels amazing. Inhale. Top hand for support. Unwind. Good. And then come to all fours. Knees can come together. Take that right knee and just give that some movement into that hip socket. Oh yeah, you could bring it back, you could bring it high up towards the elbow. Really exploring. So good. And then switch directions. Keeping your upper body lifted. Nice. All right, so left foot, let it move over to the left side of the mat. Take that right arm and bring it to meet the foot. I'm just opening the front of the quad first before I kick back. So you want that heel to come towards you. Push the knee away from you. Let your heart reach away towards the front of the mat. So you have those two directions of your spine. You can feel that? It's awesome. And then now kick it back where you're just pulling that right shoulder away from you as you look up. And just breathe. See what that feels like on that right thigh. Good. All right, release. Bring that right knee towards you. You can even give it a pull. It feels good. Rounding into the back, holding into that midsection. And then plant the foot in front of you for a lunge. I'm going to support my knee, my left knee, with some padding. Just give that a press so your hips are dropping. Right hip is pulling back, but your hips are dropping. You can even it's like the body's telling you what to do. You can even play, letting that knee drop off to the side. You can feel how that wants to open up. Excellent. Bring it back in. And then I just want to mention that if it feels like you're kind of collapsing in that upper body, you can always use blocks on the inside edge of the right foot. That's helpful to extend through that back leg now. Good. Right hip crease. See that? You want that right hip crease to move back, settle in, link through the back of the left heel. Might as well. Let's add a turn. Take that right hand on the knee, turn into the right shoulder, and open it up. Good. That's it. Can frame that front foot. Can go into your down dog, child's pose, or even your chaturanga, your yoga push-up. It's up to you. Where is your practice? What do you feel like doing today? Exhale back. Awesome. Starting to wake up the body. Little play. You can move weight to each limb. Right heel, left hand, right hand. Just circle that out. And then switch directions. Just another breath or two. Feeling the space through your entire body. Hips moving back, heart moving forward. Good. All right, come back to hands and knees, and know that anytime your shoulders are getting fatigued or wrists, take a break and just let your knees come down. I'm going to turn around so we're on that left knee. Knees come together. Take that left knee high and give it some circle. Some lubrication into that hip socket. Side always wants to go a little slower, so just pay attention to what your rhythm is, what your patterns are. Make sure you go both directions. I keep thinking about the handstand on the wall. I want to go upside down again. Maybe we'll do that again at the end. Whew. All right, what did we do? We moved that bottom foot over to the right slightly. It's like a kickstand. Left hand comes up, grabbing the heel and pulling it towards your glute. And as you pull the knee away from you, lengthen the chest forward towards that front edge of the mat. Oh, you feel the movement in front in this hip flexor. So as your heart moves this way, your knee moves that way. Yeah. So notice the knee. You can play with it. It went down a little bit, more stretch. Changes the whole dynamic of the front of lines of the quad. All right, you feel ready? Kick it back and look over the opposite shoulder. Don't have to look up. You can look down too. All right. And then we stepped all the way up with a little pull, a little squeeze in. Good. Plant the foot. Nice. Hang out in your lunge. I'm going to go adjust the camera. Hands on the inside of that left foot. Yep, I totally lost some of my crap. Good. So hands on the inside edge. And you can use your block. You need to. We played with letting it drop to the side. You remember that? If you did that on the other side, make sure to let that happen. Each side is different. Ooh. Left side wants to stay a long time. All right. And then the left hand on the knee, give it a turn. Straighten out through that back leg. Left hip crease, make sure that that's pulling back. Firming up the front foot. A little bit more awareness and attention on the left side. For me, anyway, so there's more cues. Good, looking up. Lower belly turning. Don't have to look up. Amazing. All right, hand comes down. Unwind the mat, move your prop, straight back for high plank. Low push-up. Practice support, supporting yourself with your knees, half of a plank. Exhale. New breath. Up dog, wiggle through. That's it. Exhale, bent knees, tabletop, or straight legs to your down dog. All right, let's step up. You can do baby steps, you can do hops, what works for you. Take the halfway lift, walking the hands right underneath the kneecaps, heart forward. Exhale to really pull that in. Try hands around. First of all, feel the ribs drape over the upper thighs. Knees slightly bent. And then wrap the hands around the calves. And give that just this pressure down with the feet. And then up with the hip creases. Broaden the shoulders. Sink into the feet. Fire up the legs. You can alternate weight, right foot, left foot. Shake out the head. Awesome. Come up halfway. Bend a bit into chair. Walk the hands to the knees. I love this little transition. It's one of my favorites, actually, where I'm supported. You're supported with your hands, and then you just get to play in that mid-back. Play there, and then you can even play with the knees. Let the knees spiral around. Really cool. All good. That's it. Pause in your chair and hold. Utkatasana. Weight back. Light this up, this joint. Arms sit a little lower. You guys with me? Right arm to the right. Come back to center. Left arm to the left. Really open it wide. With breath. With focus. That's it. Stay low. Your rhythm. Ooh, legs are burning. Last one. Oh. That's it. Oh, joy. Oh, wow. Open up your feet just a little bit. Hips push. Torso tall. Good. Hands come to your heart. Exhale. Let's stand. Catch your breath. Hands can come down by your sides. And that, remember I was talking about that sacral? This is that triangle bone right at the base of the spine. So think about that plumb line shooting it down. Slightly bent knees, and just let this be heavy. So it's not tucked under and it's not tilted back. It's just a sweet, heavy feeling as it moves down. Once you have that, it seems so natural to elevate the upper body. Feel that evenness. Good. Heart's lifted. Okay, and then we'll take 3 breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Eyes can stay closed or focus on one single point. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. How heavy is that sacral bone down? Inhale, nose. And let it out through the mouth. Good. Again. Inhale, nose. Last one. Let it out through the mouth. Excellent. All right. Open the eyes if they're closed and step wide. Go ahead and step wide on your mat. Really nice. Turn your right toes out. We're going to go right into Warrior 2. Okay, so you might want to wiggle the feet a little wider. Notice how the upper body, don't feel like you need to activate it right away. Just kind of let it be present. That same sensation of that heavy sacral down where you're not tilting forward and you're not tucking under. This is just a sweet spot of natural heaviness. Settle into that knee. Good. Open up the arms wide. Now's that upper body comes up. See that? And broaden the chest. I like gazing over my right side. A little bit of pull back into the right hip socket. A little sink into that back ankle. Stretch your arms wide. You can even turn the palms for a moment to notice the shoulder rotation. And then back down. And then over to reverse. Yeah. Right elbow behind the head. Maybe the left hand reaches for the right fingers to open up the right side body. Chin is lifted. So good. Straighten that front leg, going into triangle, but back foot needs to just tap in a little bit. Take your right elbow and let it come over and over that right knee as you tuck that right hip underneath you. Good. Release the arms. Good. Hold, turn. Right hand can come down and slide. Left arm can come up. So you're now in, it's kind of tricky. You're now in your triangle. Again, you can use your props. Shin works as long as you keep that shin bone firm. You can also just keep them separate, which may be good also, but it's up to you. In fact, I'm going to keep that prop for myself. Left arm comes high. And then the left arm around your back, opening the lower belly. Last couple breaths should be effortless. Left arm comes up and out over the ear. Feel that? Stretching it out. Yes, so good. Amazing. I think yoga is amazing. All right, so firm up the feet so that you can spiral yourself up. See that? Good. Parallel feet. Pause a moment. You're going to support your head behind your hands behind your head just to give that a little support. And actually turn the feet out just so that you can feel the opening of the inner thighs as you lift up. Wow, try to keep your balance. Good. Nice. All right, and then switch sides. Left toes turn out, go a little wider because you're into warrior two. Settle in. Open that inner thigh. Spread out the arms. Make sure they're relaxed. Excellent. So we're just moving slow. Check in. Left hip, right ankle. Torso tall. Shoulders onto the back and broad. And then off to the right. So good. That's it. Left elbow behind the head. Didn't say this on the other side, but if that left elbow wants a little bit more oomph, more support, you just hold it. That might be plenty. Or you can come and reach. Keep your ribs in. Looking up. Different side, different sensations. Spread the toes, sink into the foot evenly. Wow. Excellent. All right, so we straightened the front leg. Heel toe, tap a little bit narrower. Left hip underneath you. Still micro bend in the left knee. You don't want to jam it back. You want a kneecap lifted, leaning over that left side. That's it. Release the arms. Easier side to do this. And then your block, your shin, the ground. Reach up with that right arm. Left hip rolls underneath. It's okay to let that right hip roll slightly in, but you also have that lower belly turning. And then that right arm around the back. How's the neck? Knowing that it has a lot of space too. Yoga. So good. Keep the breath flowing. All right, feels ready. Right arm comes up and out. Over the ear. Stretching all through this right side down to the ankle. Good. Power up the feet. Windmill up. Bring your toes parallel. Take your arms high. Exhale, hands behind you. New breath. Inhale. Bend the knees slightly. Shoot the hips back. Try to even out the waist. And come on down. Can go gradually. Even that little pulse right and left. Evening out the hips. And then lift the arms up off the back. Really nice. Let the hands come to the low back. Release them to the ground. Walk the hands underneath your chest. Turning. So this might be nice too for support. You can use a block to get the length through the midsection as you turn into that right arm. Let the right arm come up. And then switch sides. Bring that other arm down. Good. I'm rocking the hips. Many ways to do your practice. You can try keeping your hips steady and firm. That works too. I just like that little natural drop on that opposite side. Lower belly turning, shoulders stacking. Try to put some weight into the feet also. Really good. All right, hand comes down. Wow, good. And use your hands for support. You're going to rock yourself to the right side, letting that left toe come up. Deep breaths. And we'll walk the hands forward. Use your hands for support. Come to center. And then the other side. Bend into that opposite knee. It's nice to go slow and mindful. No rush. And just reach your arms out. Feels amazing. I hope you think it feels amazing too. All right, walk the hands in. We're going to turn to the front of the mat, whichever that side is for you. I don't really have a front. I just go everywhere. So come to that down dog. And I think it might be nice to flip it over. So if you're familiar with Wild Thing, then you're more advanced. If this is your first yoga practice and you just want to just like experiment, just lift up that leg and drop one knee and just play with it that way. Kind of what we were doing at the beginning. But if you've been practicing for a while, go ahead and flip it over. So you would take that right leg high, lean forward, shoulders over wrist, bend the left knee, and then you're just turning that belly up towards the ceiling, and then all of a sudden you're there. That's it. But it's a lot on this left shoulder, so be careful. You can even use your hand to support the head, to open it up. Use your legs. Good. Come on out. Same way you came in, sort of like bend, drop, turn. Good. And then we'll just go right to the other side. Remember to breathe. Left leg comes up. Lean forward, bend that knee. Belly turns. First thing, drop it over. Hips come high. Use that left leg. Right foot can even come a little straighter. Hand can support the head. Open up the clavicles. Little bounce in that right arm. You don't want to hyperextend that. Eventually it flips right to wheel pose. Come out when you're ready. So you turn, you look. Hips come. Good. Nice. All right, left leg goes right into pigeon. Really nice. Extra support if you need it. Left glute can have a block, which is nice. Right hip dropping. And then just melt yourself. You can also use a block for your head, or double fists, or just rest. Nice. Hang out there. Come and check the time. So good, you guys. Just keep breathing. Yeah, just keep breathing. Yeah. Keep breathing. You're in your pigeon. Perfect. All right, you feel ready? Just take it simple. Bring your hands to either side of that front knee. Tuck that back toe under. Lift your hips up and shoot that left leg back. Good. You can circle it out. And then switch. Take that right leg high. Bring that knee in. Pigeon pose on the right leg. Good again. If this right hip is high, even just a half of a folded up towel underneath that hip if it's high and you want some grounding in that right leg. It's really nice. And then melt yourself forward. Can't believe how much more energized and thoughtful and inspired I become after our yoga practice. And have a great afternoon. Woke you up. The biggest part, the hardest part is showing up. So I celebrate you for being here, for showing up. All right, if you feel balanced, make sure that you feel like you did the same amount on each side. That it's satisfied. Sometimes you want to stay longer on one side. That's okay. Take that right leg out, either down dog, spiral that hip, or keep that left knee down. Always an option to support yourself a little bit more. Really good. Whew. All right. And so then just come to the belly. I even go through a slow push-up. I just kind of went right for it. So come to the belly. Maybe you have a block. And we're just going to commit to 5 breaths or a blanket. If you fold up a blanket too, just give your belly a little bit of stimulation before we turn over. So I'm opening my knees, supporting my head. You can even double fist for the head. But if you have a soft block or soft pillow, give your stomach meridian lines some self-massage. So we did our hands, and now we are massaging our belly. Again, another really valuable place to realize the relaxation response. Anytime you rub your belly, massage your belly, you're stimulating the vagus nerve, the vagabond nerve, all throughout the body, which automatically helps you relax. If it's too much, definitely come off and just lay flat, because it can be intense, but you're massaging your internal organs. If you do have a harder block, you can lay a blanket over that block, and the corners of the block will be a little bit more tolerant. Your body will be able to tolerate it. So it softens the edges, so to speak. You're softening the edges. Come on off. Plenty. If you're nauseous like me, it's normal. Just means that there's stuff moving around, getting some clearing. All right, take the block out. It's about that time. Mindfully turn over onto your back. Really good. I highly recommend, if you have a ponytail, take the ponytail out. Wow. Block, so helpful. If you do not have a block, order a foam block from Amazon or Target. Put the block underneath your neck and just rock your head side to side. Great way to stabilize your low back. Knees together, feet apart in broken bridge. Good. Last few minutes. Kind of just wind down. Prep your body for Shavasana, corpse pose. Let your body feel heavy. See if you could surrender a little bit more into the mat. My body is laying on the mat. Really good. Any last pose that you want? Yeah. An hour of yoga goes by so fast. Release the block from your neck. Deep sigh. Support. My favorite go-to, something underneath my hamstrings. Placing that foam block right at the sit bones and then letting the legs rest on that. Arms off by your sides, feet turning out. You made it. Give yourself just this time. Let go of that deep sound, that deep audible breath. Just let that go and connect to the quiet, seamless breath. Get your face and jaw to really relax and be heavy. Your tongue behind your teeth, light. Your eyes, let them just be soft. You feel ready? I know you can just stay. If you're in your own home, just lay here, absorbing all that healing work that you just did. But if you feel ready, it's time to come out. Rub the thumb against the tips of the fingers, lightly stimulating awareness. You can rock the head gently. Deep sigh, yawn. And then floating one knee at a time up to your hands, pulling it close to you. And just that sweet rock, heavy back. And rolling to one side. And gently with that top hand coming up. No rush. Finding a meditative posture. Eyes staying still or closed. Last breath together, in through the nose. Then let it out through the mouth. Seal the lips and back in through the nose. Out through the nose. All right, hands come together next to your heart. Wonderful place to be, this soft, sweet relaxation. Knowing that you did wake up the body, strengthen the body, stretch the body, and heal the body. Body, mind, and spirit all interwoven to create this clarity of alignment so that you can continue with your day. All right, namaste. Have a great week, you guys. Thanks for sticking with it. And if you ever want the replay, it's always available in my group and on my, so sweet. Thank you, everybody. Good. Thank you. Bye, Andrea. Wonderful. Good. Thanks for being here. See you next week. All right, everybody's home. Lunchtime. Bye. All right. Welcome. I'm so glad. Yay. All right. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you watched the replay. Just put replay, in the comments. All right, talk to you guys soon. See you next Monday. So I've been doing this every Monday, live in my group and on the Facebook. No, live in the Facebook group and live on YouTube, Healing Touch Vinyasa. So good. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye.